Do attachment styles matter in relationships? Yes, of course. Now, if you don't know what attachment styles are, I'll just give you a very brief introduction. Now, the main thing here you want to know is that it talks about the way we treat relationships is as a result of how we learned relationships when we were younger. And so for some people, they are secure in their attachment to their relationships. So that means they're comfortable with closeness and they're also comfortable with independence. That's where everyone wants to be. That's because they grew up in a space where they had love, they were left to be independent, and they were loved every time they needed to be loved. So they are secured. Now there's anxious. So because of whatever has happened when they were growing up, they're afraid of being abandoned. Many things happened when they were younger that now creates this fear of abandonment and a need for constant reassurance in their life. And so they call those anxious attachment style. There's the avoidant. So avoidant is afraid of intimacy. A person who has avoidant attachment style feels better when there's a lot of space. So they're always wanting distance and wanting to be alone. Right? Things that have happened as a result of closeness that now makes them feel they want distance. Every time things get close, I lose it. Every time I get close to someone and I begin to relax, then it breaks. So they're just avoidant. And the last one is disorganized. They want closeness, but they are also afraid of it. So there's trauma there. Those are the attachment styles. So now, do they matter in relationships? Of course they do matter. And because the person who is anxious will always be wanting to know what's going on. And they may not know why they always want to know what's going on. And they may also assume that that's how everybody is. And the one that's avoidant is always wanting to have their own space. And if those two are together, you can imagine the problem. One is wanting to be close, attached all the time, wanting to know where everything is. The other one wants to be free and be themselves. It's going to make things really hard for both of them. So it is important to know these things, but knowing them doesn't change them, which is why even if you don't know these names and you've never read any book about this, you can still get a solution. But isn't it wonderful to know that your spouse is not crazy? They're not just doing these things because they want to hurt you. They're doing this because something has gone wrong somewhere before they met you. That really helps. That's why it helps to know these things. It helps to know these things because when you no longer blame your spouse for what they're doing that they cannot initially help, it helps you to release them from whatever judgment that you've put on them and then to join them in working to find a balance. This is why it is important to know this. And remember, it is God that has brought love in your heart. And if you tap into that love, it can overwhelm and overcome whatever challenges or diagnosis that you have. Right? If you are the one that's always anxious, the Lord can help you because now you know, or you're avoidant, now you know, or you're disorganized, now you know. And even if you're the one that's secured, you know why. That it is by the grace of God that you're who you are, and that you're not perfect in the way you are. You can keep growing and you can then trust. So when the avoidant partner is trying to run away to go and hide, you can create a way to make that happen and balance that and not feel the rejection that's supposed to come when that happens, because you know that they're not doing it because they have another person they want to go hide with. All right. So it's important to know that. Someone asked me that question and I hope that helps you. If you are dealing with this in your marriage right now, don't wait. Book a free call with us. The link is below. Let's get you some real help.